I have had some people asking me, what is it like being the mother of a 3-year-old while being a mother who has a disability, who has spina bifida? Or, as my viewers might ask, what are the differences between caring for Seth when I started making videos over 2 years ago compared to today? I think for me, the biggest difference is the lack of sleep. Believe it or not, when Seth was younger, sleeping was a lot easier for me. I don't know what it was, but now that he's older, I don't sleep as well. I don't sleep as often. I don't sleep as long. Long increments. I wake up a lot, and it takes me forever to fall back asleep. And then he gets up at the butt crack of dawn. These days, apparently, before it gets light out, seems like a good time to wake up. So, I don't get a lot of sleep as of late. That's about the biggest difference for me, is the lack of sleep and the lack of energy. But there are a lot of positives to having a wild, crazy, wonderful, amazing 3-year-old boy like I do. He is a lot more independent. He is a growing little boy, and he is turning into his own little self, and he is more of a normal human being than he was before. And I don't have to do a lot for him nowadays. He can do a lot for himself. He can do a lot more for himself compared to when he was younger and couldn't really even walk. Vincent, you're making me tip over. Vincent, he's ignoring me. You're making me tip over, little boy. He's a lot more independent and a lot more focused on what he wants to do, and he is more capable of doing it for himself. So,
I want this up.
You what?
This up.
Why?
Because.
But I don't want to lean back right now.
But you want to.
I don't. I'm making a video. I'm talking about you.
No.
Yes, yes, yes.
Check about you.
What?
I want that.
You want to take my video?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yeah.
See? There he goes, being independent. He's being his own video recorder. Okay, Mommy's turn. You smudged the camera.
I did.
You did. You smudged it with your tiny little fingers.
No.
Are you trying to escape?
Yeah. I'm trying again.
These videos are about as uncut as possible. I try not to edit very much out of my videos because that's not real. We are real and uncut around here, like I have said before in the past. So, like I've been saying, compared to then, now I am able to get a lot more done on my own because I don't always have to tend to his needs. He can tend to his own needs quite often. If he wants a snack or a drink or he needs this or that, I can say, go get it. If he wants it that bad, he can go get it. And he can dress himself and get himself ready, brush his own teeth and hair. So that makes morning time a lot easier. So I'm able to get more of my own stuff done. I'm able to get stuff around the house done a lot more often. As a lot of you have noticed, I don't keep house very well. But I have been doing a lot better since we have moved, actually. Just compared to living in Galesburg, I have done a lot better at keeping the house together a lot better, as you may or may not have noticed. What do you think you're doing? So to sum things up, compared to then and now, things are a lot better, I would think, as in things being easier, being a parent and whatnot. A lot of you would think that it would be harder because he is on the move constantly and he is always busy and doing this and that. And I have changed emotionally, mentally, physically within the last couple of years. I do the best that I can with what I have. Mentally, physically, financially, what I have right here and right now, I do the best at what I have. And that's all anyone can really do. And then there is room for improvement here and there, and then you fix those things as you see fit. Do you think Mommy does a good job at being a mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing about Mommy?
Watching Dragon Tales.
You like when I watch Dragon Tales? Do I do a good job at watching Dragon Tales?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a couple of people asking me what my life was like pre-parenthood. What was my life like before Willow? What was it like before Seth? Compared to now with baby boy and during parenthood. I can tell you in all honesty that before I had kids, I was selfish. I was lazy. I probably lied a lot to anyone and everyone, you know. I was just immature, careless, ignorant, you know, anything really. I was pretty much a child before I had kids. And having kids really did make me grow up. You know, I figured it out that, you know, I have a living being now in my care. I am responsible for him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I am responsible for his upbringing. I am responsible for his caretaking. I am responsible for teaching him life. I'm responsible for the way he is brought up. You know, he relies on me and Brent to teach him the inner workings of the world. And I figured out that I can't do that if I'm going to be careless with money and spend it on any old thing that I want. I have to take care of bills first. I have to take care of the things we need first. I have to take care of the necessities and important things first. And then if there's leftovers, then we can have fun and buy whatever we want. And he can't have a mother who is going to be angry all the time. He can't have a mother who is going to lash out on everyone and, you know, throw fits and and rage and do all this kind of stuff that I used to do when something happened, when I was stressed out, when something new happened, you know. I would just rage and have episodes and all that and just be an angry monster, basically. But I have completely turned that around, and my anxiety only shows up like maybe once a month, but Seth does not see that ever. He has not seen that, and the plan is for him to never see that. And that has changed drastically, my temperament and all that. And what's also changed is the way I handle people. I finally have figured out that, like I've told you, I do not have to answer to anyone but myself, really. And I do not have to take the abuse that I get from people. I do not have to take the name calling and being called stupid and crazy and a B word, and, you know, I don't have to take all the name calling and the put downs, you know, because I am worthy of love, and I am worthy of good relationships, and the people that can't give that to me aren't worthy of my time. And I have figured that out. And I have learned to not take that kind of crap from anybody anymore. And it's really made me a better person. I'd say compared to before, we are both better money managers. Because before kids, we got evicted from our apartment because we were careless with our money. And we just didn't have any because we would spend it on things we wanted before things we needed. But these days, that doesn't happen. Not at all. Not one bit. So, all in all, I am basically a big girl now, and I handle things the right way instead of the way a teenager who is living off mommy and daddy would live. You know, I live like an adult, like a parent does. Want to come sit with me? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Say hello. Show him your toy. That is my duty in life, is to teach him the way life works. Yeah. And, you know, teach him morals and different things. You may see me on the computer here and there and everywhere, but I am also everywhere else. I'm doing something with him, whether it be playing or taking care of his needs or whatever, you know, just doing whatever with him. Or I'd be cleaning up the house, or just doing whatever needs to be done around the house. And then I might hop on the computer here and there and do whatnots. But most of the time, I'm like in 5 places at once. Before, since I was so lazy, our house was always filthy and disgusting. And I was always ashamed of our house, but I was always so overwhelmed with how messy it was that I would never want to clean it. So I would just leave the house and we would go somewhere, like, you know, to the park or out maybe for a drink if we could afford it or something. We don't go out of the house now to escape. We go out to have fun, have family fun, and we're always looking for new things for Seth to do. We'll go to the park or go to some event in town or go for a walk, or it just really depends. But we go out a lot during the week. And it's not to get away from things, it's not to hide, but it's just to get out and enjoy life and enjoy life together. And Brett and I still have our alone time after Seth is in bed, but we don't go out together a lot anymore, obviously, because we don't want to bother others with having to ask for a babysitter. So we usually just take Seth wherever we go. So basically, to sum things up, I'm more adult than I used to be. I'm a big girl now. I handle things a lot better than I used to. I deal with things a lot better than I used to, and I maintain my money and my household way better than I used to. Because, yeah, I used to be embarrassed for people to come over to my house. But now, nobody comes over, but it's still clean.